Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Just starting this part off with a time lapse. If you skip ahead to 9 minutes 41, you'll skip it if you just want to get into the live gameplay. And then I'll quickly go over some of the things we did. But we're going to be working on the stadium and building a lot of that up, a lot of the area. Also, I mentioned last episode that I wanted to turn this into an almost a mini sort of interchange for this main road. It's obviously not a highway, but I wanted it to be pretty free-flowing, free of traffic lights, because we expect a lot of traffic to come down this way for the stadium because it's going to be attracting hundreds and hundreds of people to the one area. So we need to make sure we have good connections to it. So that's essentially what we're doing now, is just getting all these lanes to flow smoothly across and join up to the road underneath. Because we're also going to be turning this island into some sort of premium or like a prime real estate houses as well. I want to get a lot of like really nice waterfront homes on the other side of the island. So not the side facing the city, the one just facing the river. Though we could do it on both sides. I haven't really decided that yet. I also still trying to find some nice houses from the workshop that are, I guess, really modern, really fancy waterfront homes just to sit there and look pretty. Anyway, yeah, so playing around. Like, this is why I didn't want to do this in the video, because you can see it's just all these sort of interchanges are a lot of playing around with Move It. I gotta say though, that mod, Move It, is like the best thing ever, because trying to play this game, if you play this game without mods, like, it's so difficult. Oh, also, it's really weird. I didn't mention this in the video, but if you look at my traffic lights at the moment, first of all, I turn off the traffic lights, but if you look at them when I zoom out, they've gone like white. For some reason, that's only just started happening, and I have no idea why. I mean, it's not an issue, but I was like, that's kind of weird. Anyway, yes, it's a lot of messing around with the roads. I got to say, if you had to do this, because before Move It, what you'd have to do is place the roads perfectly the first time. And then there's no adjustment after the fact at all. So this mod is amazing. It's so handy. I don't know, like, there's a lot of features that are just like, why isn't this just in the game? Like, this should just be a thing. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter anymore because there's a load of mods for that kind of stuff, but it's kind of like, you should probably just put it in the game because it'd be a super useful feature. I mean, some mods have become actual game features, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so I thought, so the road going underneath, because basically all the traffic's going to be going over to the stadium. The road going to the left, well, I guess the other way, because it's hard to just say left at the moment because we keep rotating the camera. But the road going the other way is only a 2-lane road, or a dual carriageway, if you will. So just like one lane either way. So we don't need large roads going there. So the one underneath you can see is that large sort of boulevard that just has trees, only one lane either way, because I expect very little traffic heading that way. But then this road is a huge 6-lane road heading over to the stadium, because I expect a lot of traffic coming that way, and we're going to have some residential and a lot of commercial over this way as well. So there's going to be a lot of stuff down over there. So it has that sort of heavy connection directly to the city. And it all connects up pretty neatly over to the highway that runs through the city, like the stacked highway. So this, we built this parking garage last time on the top of the cliff, which was fine. But now just adjusting it to fit in a little bit nicer, using a key to hide that ugly cliff. And then I'm actually adding a bunch of pathways so pedestrians can get down really, really quickly. So that, you know, if you parked at the top, you could walk down the bottom at least. I did actually want to download, and you know what, I can do it now. I want to download the elevators, because if you guys remember, or if you don't know, last series we used, because we had a really steep cliff area, and there's these pedestrian elevators, so that you don't have to use these ugly pedestrian ramps. You can use it, they can get in the elevator, jump up the top, or it's like you can imagine there's stairs and like a little stairwell or something, which is pretty cool. I don't know, why did I click on map? So those are really cool. I did actually want to use those, so I'll look those up instead of having those huge ramps, because I gotta say, walking up and down those ramps would suck. Building, you know what? I'll say maybe it is just pedestrian elevator. Maybe it's a lift. I don't know. What type of thing? Is it a mod? I feel like it's not a mod. It's like a building. More beautification. I don't know. Look, you know what? I'll tell you when I find it. Building. It's got to be a building. Maybe not. Maybe get rid of pedestrian. I'll say elevator. And then if I just go, let's just say most popular over the last 3 months. It didn't help me at all. Did not help me at all. I thought it might have come up. I did see it on the gallery the other day though, and I don't know what I searched to find it. All I'm getting is a bunch of, when you search elevator, like literally elevator, it just comes up with a bunch of elevated freaking interchanges. I don't want interchanges. What did I say? I want an elevated interchange? Say, okay, past 3 months, so most popular. How is that the most popular over the last 3 months? I call BS. It's just a blank road. Most subscribed. How about that? It's got to be, I mean, I don't think it's, oh God, I don't know what it's called or how to find. You know what? I can probably look at my old asset. Anyway, back to the back to the time. I was trying to find it. I can't find it. If you know what it's called, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks, guys. So now, around, obviously, you saw we put a bunch of car parking spaces there, like I said I wanted to. So around the stadium now, just expanding the key a little bit, because we're actually going to be adding a bunch of commercial around it. I thought it'd be a really nice, almost like boardwalk environment to have around the stadium. A lot of, I didn't do tourism stuff because I didn't want hotels to appear there. I was like, I don't want hotels right there. I did the leisure specialization around this area, so all those kind of buildings are going to pop up around here. We do a couple of piers. We also get in a ferry stop as well, which is really, really cool. And you'll notice, I mean, whilst I was talking to myself as well, just then trying to find stuff, we use this Esplanade road, this custom road, which I thought was actually kind of, it's a really funky road, which I feel like a lot of the time is a little too much and it's a little too busy. But I think for this area, it actually works really well. It's specifically designed to be this sort of entertainment precinct and a little bit more edgy, a little bit more fun. So I've used them all over the place here. And I think they actually fit in really, really well. But yeah, so you can see we've just put in some commercial and we're going to get out these piers. At first I put all those in. I didn't realize they're all fishing piers. I thought they were restaurant piers. I was like, oh yeah, cool, we get 3 restaurants, and I've just put in like 3 fishing piers. But I do change it. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, annoyingly though, they're not close enough to the road, so I had to like move them and then sort of replace a road so that the game realizes that there's actually a road there. It worked in the end. So I end up with 1 fishing pier, and then I do, I believe, 2 restaurant piers, and I get this ferry stop over this side. There it is. The only downside about having a ferry stop here, I mean, it's a really good idea because we've got a ferry line right there. The only downside though is that we have to have the ferry line cross the cargo shipping line, which is a little precarious for a little ferry to cross it. I mean, it's not that bad. It happens all the time in real life. But the annoying thing in the game is I don't think boats don't seem to have a sense of traffic. And I've noticed the ferries is driving straight through a cargo ship like 5 times. Now, a lot of you guys suggested that we have the train line connect from the stadium to Amity Exchange, because then that connects to the airport as well, rather than having 2 separate lines. And I was like, you know what, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't really want to do that because I felt like the stadium would have a lot of people going to it. And if you're on a train with your luggage from the airport or something and you have to go past a stadium packed with people as well, that train would be really, really busy. Though I did do it in the end because we had nowhere else for that underground train line to go. So it seemed kind of pointless to have 1 train line going to like just to the stadium and then back and doing nothing else. Anyway, so we actually added another platform to Amity Exchange because we're using all the other ones at the moment and there's no more room to do anything else. I might look for a... because I didn't want to use the large multi-platform station because that had way too many platforms. But I might look around on the gallery. The gallery, that's a Sims. Might look around on the workshop and see if I can find a nice 4-platform station. Though, to be honest, because that station there is actually technically 4 platforms because 2 of them are covered up. So if we could find a 3-track platform station that had actual, well, 6-track station that had all platforms available, that would be fine. But because half of them are blocked, we couldn't use them all. Anyway, put that there. Then I've connected the train line directly up to that, to the separate platform, and I just connected it via a road underneath. And it seems to work fine, but it's not the ideal solution. It's kind of more of a workaround for the time being. And then I'm just planning out some roads here for this area. I don't build anything up there just yet, but we're just planning out a road network to see what it looks like, and I think it works out quite well. Then I'm adding a bunch of flat land down the bottom here for all the sort of waterfront homes that I want to build in as well. You'll see that the water gets a little bit interesting and sort of floods it a little bit, but it all settles down in a minute. Yeah, so that's all ready to go for a little bit later on. We're just going to find some really, really nice houses for the area that actually are going to fit in and go with all of that just there. But I think it's going to look really, really good. If we can get some homes that have this is like exquisite, like expensive looking stuff right there on the waterfront, it's going to be good. I think it's going to be really, really cool. And then I was being careful here because I wanted a couple of roads to go through, but we also had to be careful that we're not having traffic lights in the wrong spots. So I was trying to test where the roads made the most sense and where they seemed to work out, because I didn't want to slow down any merging or splitting of traffic. And then we've just sort of connected the roads up there. Just a really basic road layout for now, nothing too crazy. And then just adding a little bit more down the bottom as well. But that's pretty much it for our little time lapse here at the beginning. So get excited because we're about to jump into the real-time gameplay any second now, just smoothing out some of the landscaping. All right, let's go. So I wasn't able to find any nice looking houses yet, or at least I didn't get really any suggestions of what to do in terms of the. I want to find, well, specifically, I want to find really nice houses to run along the water here, because I think if we do a really nice fancy area down the bottom here, then still nice houses up here, I think, because it is very close to the city, so it would be pretty nice housing, and I think it'll be a nice area, and we'll keep like pretty much this sort of tree line here as a buffer between that, so it's going to be a very lively area. It's not going to be like too bad. I mean, it's close to the stadium, but I think it'll still be a nice area up here. I'm not going to do like crazy high density, but we do have our first match rolling in 18th of May. We are now the 13th of May. Oh, it's a few days away actually. So this area has really come alive now with a bunch of people. There's only 550 people in our stadium though. We did not fill it out, which is a little sad, but there you go. What I'm more interested in is seeing what happens when the game is over, because everyone's going to start flooding out and fill the streets. You also notice, I don't know if you just saw that, but a train actually just ran straight past, because we have trains using that line that we built, which, by the way, actually, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna just build, because we already did this offshoot. I'm just gonna join that up further down here, because we have trains coming through Amity Exchange, like regional trains going straight to the central station, which is great. I think that is really good, because we do need that. But I don't think I like them passing through the station when they don't need to. So we're just gonna join up from this guy. Hang on. First of all, go back to normal mode. Okay, there you go. So from this guy, I mean, we'll just go straight down here, I think. Like that should be fine. And that should just allow those trains to completely bypass the station and just, you know, go past that corner. All good. Cool. All right, so we have a bunch of, I think it's really cool with the ferry stop here as well. It works really well, because I was actually just thinking, I was like, how would these guys get here? At the moment, they have to go they'd have to go up here, join the highway, drive there, come all the way around, do all that. But I realized that we have a ferry stop there and here, so these two just join. So that's actually the most efficient way, which is pretty cool. All right, so we've still got a bunch of people walking into the stadium. The game, I guess, is on now. Yeah, there it is. Beautiful. Listen to them crowds. 573 people in. We got this Esplanade running around. Obviously, you saw it all in the time lapse, but I love looking at it up close. I actually added these little tables in that end there. It's a little seating area, and sort of similar thing there. I wasn't really sure what to do with the rest of it. I was going to add a pathway around, but then I figured it was kind of pointless, because we have the Esplanade, which acts as a pathway anyway, so didn't bother with that. I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens with this. In the meantime, let's get some zoning along this road, because this is supposed to be like a main road. And just going to be regular buildings along here, regular low density all the way up to this sort of intersection there. I'm going to remove this power line for a second. Sorry, the stadium will shut down because I just want to put zoning right here, and that should connect it up anyway. So this is going to go all the way along here as well. Probably get a road down underneath, running underneath this bridge too at some point. But for now, we'll do this. Okay, let's just connect it up, because otherwise it's going to not be a good thing for us. That didn't ruin the zoning, did it? No, good. All right, so that'll just connect through, so we're all good. I guess we probably, I was gonna say, we probably don't need that anymore. All right, so that's all connected. As far as traffic flow goes, I think it's actually working pretty well. Obviously getting a bit of heavy traffic now because we have games on, but I think it's actually situated in a pretty good spot. Oh, look, there goes those trains bypassing. Perfect. That worked really well. Someone's died in the stadium. That's not so good for business, but there's not much I can do about that. What I might do, though, is because I also, outside of the time, I've plopped down a couple of services here, like fire station and police department. I think we should probably get a crematorium nearby. Obviously, I don't want to do it right at the stadium. Maybe up through here somewhere, because we could do it on this little... Where? Oh, what if we could get it? Can we get it like between the highway? Put it there. Just hide it away there, because I didn't want to... yeah, so they can go out this way and then sort of... They need, oh, there's no water. Yeah, I didn't want to put that over there, but also... I think it might be okay just in the middle of this, because I don't know what else I'm going to put in this area. I was thinking we could squeeze a few buildings in here, probably, if we have a look for them. Maybe we can get like an office nearby. Do we have any small offices? I said small, like really small ones. I mean, we could probably just zone offices, to be perfectly honest. That might be easy enough. We got enough room. I'll just do a bit of zoning there. This one, not so much. I don't think I'll bother putting anything there. I don't know that there's much we can do there. But also, I did add this sign in. So this was a little custom sign made by Zaradis, I believe. The same guy who I spoke about a while ago in one of the episodes. Oh, also, this is really slow here, because it is a bit glitchy with that. I might see if I can fix that up at some point, because I basically have to slam on the brakes. So we go 3-lane to a 3-lane highway, then it's a 2 and 2, instead of just joining up there. Yeah, that's not so good. Do these guys do the same? No, these guys seem to flow just fine. I wonder if I can just move this out a little, because it really needs to be maybe even just there. What if we... I really don't like how it like that fence there that it sort of messes with. What if I now... So this really needs to go more out that way instead. Which we can... Oops. Which we can do. I know I just did a whole time lapse on doing this. And I like how I'm changing it now as soon as we jump into the episode. But... Can that curve properly? Oh, it can. That does that. Do I want to curve this maybe? No, I should just leave it where it was. This needs to move this way a little bit so it sort of flows a little nicer onto it. Get a good flow. Nice. Okay, let's have a look at that. I think hopefully all these things should still be assigned. Yeah, all my little lane assignments. Okay, that looks way faster. That sort of adjustment. Obviously, they still have to slow down going around this corner. It's just annoying because I have to sort of jut off to the side, then back in. Ideally, I'd want it to go straight along, then turn, but because these roads are so wide, it had to sort of shove in like that. But it works. Hey, whatever works. Everyone does love that left-hand lane, but it's because everyone is basically entering the highway, which is fine. Although I wish they'd use both lanes instead of just the one, but I don't really know how to fix that. Oh, I wonder if we could do one of those malls out here that we have, actually. Because we got those, yeah, these guys. The Wallace Center Mall. We could get this out here. It's going to be right on a cliff. Can we get it? Maybe here? It's a little steep, though, is the problem. And I don't want to take up all the real estate there, but we could definitely get a mall around somewhere. And I think this is a good place to do it, somewhere around here, too. I think this is really our only spot. What if I do that? Okay, that's... You get rid of all that zoning first. Well, not all of it. Hang on. Nope. From here is fine. Be interesting to see... It doesn't look too bad. We could definitely do a little bit of terraforming along that just to sort of neaten it up a bit. Okay, can you remove those buildings, please? Oh my god, it just... I didn't realize it was also going to bulldoze that. I thought that was like a special building. God damn it. Alright. This guy here. Yeah, that's where it was. So let's put it there. Okay. Now, are those trees part of it? I think so. Which is actually kind of works because it looks like they go in there. I mean, obviously... Oh, God. Is that... Oh, because this whole road is not flat is the issue. Okay, I see. Hang on. Move it. Bring this down. Ah, there you go. So we want it about there. For some reason, these are like... Are these like 3D parking spaces? Because they're not like lines just on the road. Anyway, bring this up so it's level as well. That's much better. Okay, cool. And this road still looks fine. Oh, wait, yeah, no, it still looks fine. Perfect. I mean, that building over there looks a little strange. So I might just see if I can redo that one. Well, that one can just regrow. So this now... Oh, God, why do they use those parking spaces? They look terrible when you zoom out. But anyway. So this, jeez, is 190 workers. We've got one. We've got one. Why does that need so many people in it? That's ridiculous. There's not that many stores. It's like 5 stores. If that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could find 8 stores, but still 190 people? I don't think so. Maybe like 30. Can I change that? I feel like I can, but I don't really know what I'm doing when I go into the thing. I'll go none. Then I want to go low commercial. I want low density commercial though. Where's like that? Hang on. No, I can't see low density commercial. Alright. What's that? See, that's the one I tested. It didn't work. I don't know how to... I tested just enabling my own custom settings. I don't know how that works. Okay, what do we got down here? We want the... Something with a W, wasn't it? Oh, is it not even in here? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to use this thing. I don't know why I'm trying to do it now. Alright, never mind. I don't know how to do it. I don't want 190 workers though, because in our last city we had like these buildings that had huge amounts of... I'm going to get rid of that. I want to put it there, but we'll come back to it. Oh, is everyone leaving? Is that what's happening right now? Yeah. Everyone's leaving the game. The game is over. We won! Nice! So everyone is now leaving. Everyone is using 1 lane, even though we clearly got 2 lanes. I wonder if I do something a little sneaky. No, not default speed limits. I don't care about that. I go, the inner lane is going to be 60. So you go slower on that lane. This lane is faster though. I wonder if people will start changing lanes and using that instead. Let's sort of see if they'll use it. Yeah, there you go. Some people changing lanes onto that one now. But I want them to use both, but I don't know how that's going to... I wonder if you can... Maybe you can get like an even split of road usage if you did like some lanes... No, see now everyone's just going to be using the other lane. Like why would you ever use... They're all just like, yeah, let's go in this lane so we can go faster. Yeah. I don't think that was a good idea because that's just going to do that. I wonder if... What if you did like... Made that 50, so it's only a little bit faster, but then because cars always love sitting in the left-hand lane if they're going to be turning left. So what if you did that, so it's 50, so I was like, oh, well 50-50 decide, I don't know which lane I want to be in. I don't know. I just don't want to turn on smart traffic AI, because I feel like that always bites me in the butt. Okay, so that's that. Alright, so over back in the city, people suggested that we, God, look at these buildings. We could intersperse them with some other buildings. And also suggested that we should try using the district special, like sort of, not organic. I feel like this is, there's apparently some high density self-sufficient buildings. So if I do this in this area, so I guess that's going to remove all residential buildings, which is kind of annoying. And we'll get the self-sufficient high-rise buildings. I don't know what they look like and if they look any good at all, but you guys told me to do it, so I'm going to do it. And we'll see if we get something good. If it doesn't look good, I'm blaming you. Thanks, guys. Let's have a look. What do we got? There better be, as long as there's more than 2 buildings, because the IT cluster literally has like 2 or 3 buildings. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, 4. There's a 4th building. God, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. It's horrendous. If we didn't have the same building 10 times, it'd be fine. And even this is just the same building here. Like, we got 3 of them already. 4 of them. I don't know. I'm not convinced. But we did just kick everyone out, which is annoying. We don't have a lot of demand right now. Oh, God, it's like emptied out the whole area. That's not good. But I'm also not surprised. What the hell is this? Oh, God, are we getting, like, super tall buildings? See, I don't want super tall buildings. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do high-res band. See, I mean, I want tall buildings, but I don't want... I guess that one's okay because it's not too far. Like, but I wanted sort of the medium density size, at least down in this area. It's probably okay. All right, so up there, something good. I feel like this could use trees or something. All right, so I don't want to do that area just yet. Back over this way, though. Yeah, I need to find houses for all of this. I think, and the same with down here. This is going to be really nice, like housing and all that. Why don't we go? There's a lot of commercial demand. Let's start removing some of these, and because we can keep some of them, but it's just we can't have all of them. It's just ridiculous. I can't see where this building is. Hang on. So we'll remove that one. Let's remove. God, we've got to remove a lot of these so it doesn't look so much the same. They're everywhere. See, these all look the same. I just wonder when you look at it, it doesn't look identical. Those two, get rid of that one. That'll probably be okay if we put other buildings in between them now. Okay, let's try that. So, let's go get rid of that. High density commercial in all of these places, because the other buildings look disgusting. Nice. Through here. Thank you. Get rid of that bit. There you go. Commercial. So then if we sort of divide it up like this, and maybe if we can even get... so that should start filling in with commercial, because there's a lot of commercial demand at the moment. If we can get even some nice custom buildings... Like, I don't mind other offices, it's just all those ones are really, really ugly. Do we have this one yet? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh, it's all the way over there. We could get one over here somewhere. Or what about this one? Okay, I don't really want Times Square. That was just one that came with a pack of other buildings and all that. Blue Rise Plaza? Oh. No, that's not this building. It looks very similar though, but it's not that building. Huh. Could get that around here somewhere. Actually, what was the, because we had all the leisure problems, didn't we? About this building. We could start, get a larger building around here somewhere. I wonder if there's one that like sort of fits in this space, because if we get just one large building, or we could even just get 2 of these. Well, that way might... That way actually might fit, because the base is a little thinner. No, it overlaps the highway a bit, which is kind of annoying. We can put it that way, like on the road underneath. We get two... No, we can't get two of those. What about this one? This one is a corner building. Ooh, I wonder if they can go in here. The roof of it looks really ugly, though. Like, look at the roof. But that could fit in there. Or... over there somewhere. Or... I don't know. I don't know where else. What else do we have? Ooh, this one. Ooh, that actually fits really... Oh, no. Wait, if we do it... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't fit. It almost fits. It looks like it fits in the area, but it doesn't. It's like, oh, cool, I fit. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Also, it's pretty damn tall, so that... I mean, it could go over here. That's also quite tall. I want some nice buildings. Well, it's too tall. We could do this one, the sort of circular one. Does this fit? Oh, it does. Okay. I think I want to put it on the road underneath, because this one is almost like a highway road, because that's the exit of the highway. It sort of comes around there. So if we put it underneath, it'll sort of get cars to go around that way. So let's try that. Again, all these things can be moved if we don't like the look of them in the end, but if we put that there, it should be quite good. So that's a nice office building right there. The problem is that commercial is so low level. Yeah, we need to level it up. What do you want? No level up information available. Cool. Thanks, game. I mean, it looks like noise, but commercial doesn't care about noise, so we don't need to worry about that. I think it's probably, yeah, it's probably their leisure. Like, there's really nothing around. We need stuff for it. Let's see if there's any... Is this, yeah, unique leisure parks and plazas? Yeah, both of these are low. Like, we could do the festival, but where would that go? What if we put it here? We'll have to move that road a little bit, but it's right opposite the the university library. The train station's there, but it has so low density though. I'd almost want to put it out here, but I mean, I guess it makes sense, doesn't it? But we'd have to remove a lot of the car park. But a lot of the car park is pointless. What if we removed... What if we put it here? Well, let's have a look. So if we go like this, let's say it goes here. And then we can keep these car parks in, but get rid of all of that. Then we have a festival ground out here as well. I think that makes... Oh god, I can't get the car parks underneath. I can get that one. Get that one. Because they sort of overlap the other side a little bit. Damn. Okay, I'm going to have to remove that. Alright, well, let's do it. Let me know what you think about it here. It's just because, I mean, the car parks are cool because it's like, well, realistically, you'd need a lot of parking, but we also have a multi-story there. But the game just doesn't use it. As you can see, when everyone left the stadium, they just spawned their car there. If they all parked over here, it'd be awesome, but they don't. So why don't we try getting this guy in here? It does overlap a couple more car parks over here, though, doesn't it? Get rid of those two. Alright, so we do that. We still have a bunch of car parking right there. We also have the multi-story. But then that means we have the festival area in, which, keeping in mind, that literally did nothing to help what we're actually trying to do, but I kind of wanted that. Can we do any statues here? Or anywhere nearby? Because these would help a lot. We could do it right by the library. What is this? Something about health. Do these have, pollution, noise? Seeing if any of the... What about that one there? Get that in there. And someone was very upset that the, library slightly... You know, I want to move this up to the road so there's no gap. Actually, we'll have a little bit of a gap and we'll put trees back there. Someone was very upset that it sort of intersected the highway there. I'm going to get rid of that exit because I'm pretty sure we're not using that anymore at all because it seems to be working fine without that exit. We can always add an exit back in nearby. There's like even room right here. We could do it instead. Like we could just bring it here and connect to that road if we need to later on. So I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. But I am going to get a road at the back of this thing because it seems like there should be a road here. Hang on, turn off road guides. I don't know if I can get this. I think I'm going to have to move this after the fact. Let's put the road down. Actually, that's not too bad because it kind of looks like it's supposed to be there. Although if people walk along this road... Whoops, didn't actually mean to do that. If people walk along this road, they'll walk through cars that are parked there. So let's move this. And just move it away a little bit. There you go, that'll do. Then this can go... I mean, really we should be joining to that intersection, but there's a huge pillar in it. So I don't know where we're going to join this. I don't want to go... Oh, I mean, you know what? Let's join here. We'll do it. But we'll get rid of traffic lights because we don't need them. Then we'll just say on this, that will give way. Actually, we'll do a stop sign. No, we'll give way. And maybe we should only allow left-hand turns just because trying to turn right would be ridiculous. And they can turn right further down if they want. Oh, I'd have to go all the way down there. Or you know what? The thing is the road's going to connect over here, so there's no point. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. No right-hand turns. Only left because then they won't cut across traffic. That'll be good. Okay, so you go there. That's fine. Then this will connect, I guess, here because that's kind of realistically the only place I can get it to join up. That looks pretty good actually if we go straight along. Okay, stick to the ground first of all. I said stick to the ground first of all. Go there. Then we're just going to move this pillar a little bit so it's not quite on the pathway like that. There you go. So that just now connects through like that. They can turn left. So they could, I guess, cut a corner if they wanted to coming through here or something. Although I don't know why you would because that's an entrance, not an exit. So there's not really going to be a car that comes here to cut through, which is good. That means that's a good road design. Right, this area here, I guess we'll just get some custom buildings because that would fill in quite nicely with that. Anyway, so now that seems to make sense, having a road there so they can actually access the parking, which is nice. And then I want to go barrier because I liked what I did. What is it actually called so I can search them a little bit better? Vertical barrier, no light. Well, I don't want lights. ×5, here we go. Now, do I want to allow right-hand turns on that? I don't think so. Because they can just go... Oh, you know what? We probably could have a right-hand turn. That'd probably be alright. Should we allow them to turn right? Or should they just have to... No, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I was going to put barriers there, but it's, you know what? That right-hand turn's fine. Oh, actually, because they're clearly using that to cut through to get to the entrance. I would rather them stay on this road to get to the entrance to the highway than cut through like that. You know what? I'm gonna disable right-hand turn. No right-hand turns there. Sorry. Just go straight forward. So only these guys can come out that way. Okay. I've changed my mind. This is gonna come down. I thought that says ×5 on. Oh, is it the next one? This one. Yeah, but I want this one. Nope. This one. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So this is gonna go like straight across. I mean, do I want to allow... you know what? I'm going to disable pedestrian crossings here too. Because I definitely don't want people... Oh, God. If I just draw it, it'll draw in the right spot. So there. And then... There's a single one. Is this a single one? Put a couple closer together. Right, then I want to go... What do I want? Vehicle restrictions. No, I want... junction restrictions. Right, no pedestrian, but you can flow through with cars already in the intersection. Otherwise we have a really short throw intersection there. Anyway, so these people have to go there to cross or down that way, so they can't cross here, which is good. All right, so now that's just a left-hand turn. So that I think that seems to make sense because yeah, that guy came out. He can get to that intersection just fine. Lovely. All right, so I guess over here, I mean, should we just zone something? We can just zone regular stuff here. Just get a thing there. There you go. Right, anyway, I still haven't figured out what what like park or leisure activity. We got that in there, but we need more in this area. Oh, this guy has no water. Whoopsie daisies. Sorry. At least it won't get destroyed. It's fine. It'll just hang around there for ages. This area is nice though. I really like this. I think this came out really well. That station's also very well used. Ooh, are people going to go to the stadium? No, there's just loads of people exiting here. When is the next game? The 6th of the 4th. No, the 4th of the 6th. Wait. What format is this game in? I don't know. The 3rd. The 4th. I don't know. Or is that a month? Maybe that's month. No, but then the day would always be the 10th. I don't know. Oh, they're going to the festival. Right, okay, that makes sense. Cool. Alright. I like that. So yeah, they get to the festival there, they get to the stadium. I think this is a cool entertainment section. Anyway, back over here. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So we did get this guy in, so that's going to help us a little bit. We want to try and level up these buildings though, clearly. Although it is leveled up. Is this a maximum level? How do I tell if it's a maximum level? No, it's almost maximum, is that right? Attract wealthier customers to allow the building to be upgraded. Also, that's a little... Oh no, that's fine. That's a little dodgy the way that the traffic is splitting there. Though I'd probably rather it be... Considering we got only 2 lanes here, one goes left. One goes forward there. Then that one will go there. This one goes here. Just so all the merging sort of works out. And they can actually switch lanes there too, which is fine. Right, then what I would probably want to do here is go... say that one should probably give way so they don't just drive into each other. And the same thing over here. Yeah, so this is actually a little thing that I did off camera. So, because this is the highway here connecting up to this area, I sort of just added a more smooth flowing road there. Oh my god, what is happening there? You idiots. Change lanes like anywhere else. Why do you all have to change at the one spot? God. So dumb. They do love... Where are they all going? Are they trying to get back to the highway? Is that what's happening? I'm going to assume so. Yeah, a lot of them going down here straight onto the highway. If we could add an entrance... Because the entrance is all the way over there, so it's a little inconvenient. But if we could add one here... The thing is, it has to go up so high to get up to the top. I wonder if we could go up here in the middle. You know what? Let's see what we can do. We'll get back... Although I was going to say, we'll get back to the leisure soon. Although I hear a lot of upgrades going. These buildings look very strange. I don't know how I feel about these... all these grass-top buildings. I don't know. Let me know. I don't know. I think I'd prefer the default style, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, let's get out from the top here. So I think if we go here, we can probably curve around this building quite easily to be sneaky. Well, actually, let's go here first. Wait, where do we start at? We start at 28 meters. Is that right? 26 meters. So we go here. No, we go here. Okay, you know what? Actually, it doesn't matter where we go. Let's just go there. Let's go there, then we'll use move it. That's why it doesn't matter where we go, because we're just going to use move it. See, I feel like it should probably be a little further down. Because then it will sort of curve in a little bit nicer. Now, did I move a column on that? No, but that one has changed to a completely different column, and I don't know why. Because I didn't even touch that road. Huh. Well, let's just get rid of that. Because it should be all these ones where they sort of go to the side of the road, which would make a lot more sense. Might just get back in and do it myself or something. I don't know. But anyway, for now, choose this guy. We come like here. Let's do that myself. Then we're going to go that point here, start bringing it down. I don't know if it's going to be too steep. But it might work is the thing. Okay, stop snapping for a second. If I put it there. That's actually not too bad. Obviously we need to come a little further than we did. Though I was trying to get it close to the building so that we could fit another large building in there. So I guess we could have it come down to here. And then I'll just adjust that curve a little bit. Obviously the building goes through this ramp a bit, but I'm actually okay with that because that happens a bit here in Sydney as well, where a building will kind of overlap like a highway ramp or something like that. It has been known to happen before because it saves space in a city. So if we do this, that'll actually work really well, I think. Alrighty. Cool. So then this will now be one way that way. This will just go to both lanes. Then this will go up here. We'll just redo this again. That will go there. Let's go here. And then, do we still have to give way on that? We do. Good. What's the speed limit? I think it's all reset. It should be at least 50. I want all this to be at least 50. These sort of ground roads. I did have them set at 70 once, but that was a little too high. So that's going to be 50. 50, 50, 50. Good. Right, so now that's going to be a much better connection to the highway. At least, well, an entrance right there. It's, do you think that's too steep? It's pretty damn steep, but I think I kind of feel like it's acceptable. I'd probably more rather it like that, but it's pretty steep. Maybe what we could do, we could actually go here and then do like a loop. That might work, but I might do that at my own time. This is going to take ages. I'm going to leave this part here. Look at that highway sort of intersection there. I'll leave this part here. Let me know again if you know of any good houses that we can get around out here, because I want to get some really nice houses out that way. Let me know what you think of all this now. Oh god, I still need to do leisure as well. We need to... This whole central section is really, really dodgy. We'll work on that. But yeah, I think it's come along really well. I really love the stadium area. I think that's sweet. We've got a festival running on now too. Cool, we got Nestor and Elijah Moti coming up. Watch out. Exciting times. Alright, Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and have an awesome day.